Previously on Jointech shed building. Right, today's the day. All the slabs are up. So there's all the slabs, and there's some more at the front. Basically, we're going to start from the back. We're going to bring the level all the way through, which is why that pile's there now. We're going to drag that forward and drag it right the way through, and then any excess can be easily shipped away at the front. We're just making a bit of shuttering now. Lee next door has come to help, so we're going to drop a piece of shuttering in there. Basically, there's the damp course in there, and we're going to go to that course there with the concrete, and then it runs through. So the guy, I hope the house is level, but obviously that course there is at ground level at that end. So I'm going to it's just going to fall with the house, so we need less material at that end than we do at this end. Or is it the other way around? Is it more at that end? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's today's job. Oh god,
you don't have to pose, you plonker.
I'm stood still. Go. So we've got the timbers in now for the level of the concrete. I've just got a little bit more to do. This pile here, as you can see, that tiny little bit to take out. I'll get that sorted, polythene down, and then once the polythene's down, we're going to put all the slabs back in. So drop all them back in the, dot them about a bit, because there was a couple of bits where this was mud, so there won't be any slabs for that one, and then there was a little bit in that corner over there which was also mud. So the slabs won't cover the whole area, but because there's not a vast amount of weight going on it, to be honest with you. It's basically to hold the polythene down, and so I don't have to buy as much concrete, really. So yeah, that'll be next weekend now, unfortunately, because everything's closed on Monday, isn't it? And today. I don't think I'll be able to organise it for today, but there we go. And that's the shed. Look, I don't think I've ever shown you it. Oh no, I did. I showed it in the last video. So there's the doors. What I'm going to do with those is it's too wide, so they're going to get cut about here, and then the frame on the other side of the door is exactly the same. That then fits in that gap, and then I've got all of that space. I don't even know what it is. I should really measure it, shouldn't I? Oh, give me 2 ticks. Right, all done, and it is, let's see, 10 to 11. Lee come and knocked on the door this morning at 8 o'clock. I was like, excuse me, there's a duck keeps hanging around here. Just quacked a little bit there. Yeah, so I showed you the frame for the concrete, so it doesn't spill into next doors or spill all over the garden. So this is the next bit what we've got done. So we've got the visqueen down to stop moisture coming through, and then I've laid all of the slabs down to act as hardcore, really, so just to lessen the amount of concrete that I'm going to be pouring in. What's the point of breaking them up? They're going to fill the sort of same volume anyway, so I'll just leave them as they are. And it is 14 square meters, so it works out just 2 meters wide, and obviously it's 7 meters long. So it's a decent space. What I'm hoping to do is have that area there to the right the right as I'm looking, not as you walk in, to the right there, as a like a processing area for the cable. So I'll have the machine up at the height there, not that high obviously, maybe about here, chest height say, and then I'll put a ramp so the cable slides down, because at the moment it builds up and you can stop, and then you come to a table which is like hip waist height, and then from there I'm going to come back over to here and have an area basically to hold, like a pen to hold all the rubbish of the stripping, and then I'll put the wood chipper here somewhere on a little thing, and then it'll spit it into a bag at the front, and then I can take, so I've got the materials that I need to move out of the place at the front each time to take out through the door. So basically from here where I'm stood, all of this is sort of storage or tools or whatever, space for me to do stuff. And I might even stick the little recording studio just at the back on maybe these two slabs here. So I'll have a door. I'm going to put a false door in with shelves up on it so I can move it, go in there. Yes boy. But again, she doesn't know that, so I'm hoping that she pays no interest in this video. But yeah, that's the little surprise bit. I'm going to put the little surprise bit at the back, and then on this piece, this raised up piece here, I'm just going to get a normal shed from, I don't know, B&Q or somewhere. I might even build one to house the kids' bikes and various other things, lawnmowers and garden tools. So yeah, so the next shot this weekend is emptying that. It's empty down to about 3 inches, so I've got to get, and then cut all the grass. Yes, jobs. Can't beat jobs, can you? So that's me today. I've got a little bit of tidying up to do. Got to secure the shed, because we're going to leave it leaning against Lee's fence, and then we're going to prop it up, make that safe, and then that's us done. Champion. So the next step on the agenda is concrete. So we've worked it out, one basically 14 square meters by 3 inches, which is what, 100 mil, 120 mil. If we order that, oh no, it was 4 inches we're going to get, because it has to go into the gaps. So 4 inches, so 140, 150 mil or something. And that's 6 inches, that's 120 then, 120 mil. And then I'll get that level through, and then it'll be an actual case of building the actual shed. So what I want to do, I might try and do a little drawing, and I'll put a photograph on here to explain it, but basically I'm going to put the panels down that side. I'm going to keep the house side just brick, put the panels down that side to the end of where the extension goes on the house, but I want to go up, if you can see, I want to go up to the same height as that, and then let it slope down to the front, because I'm going to put a guttering on the front and tie it into that with a T-piece, tie it into the guttering on the side of the house that's originally there. What I don't want to do is have it leaning from the house towards me here, and then what I do is I have to put a guttering all the way down this side, and you miss out. I know it's only 4 inch, but it's not that wide, so I miss out on all of that space. So I'm going to do it the other way, and then that gives me that much of loft storage, and yeah, it'll just get full of crap, won't it? But it'll be a bit less crap that's in the house. So I'll be back to you when the concrete comes, but that'll be next weekend. So see you in a bit, and thanks for watching if you still are. Like and subscribe and all that nonsense, and give it a little thumbs up, and thanks very much. Obviously I can't say I'll see you on the next one, because I'll be here. I'll see you on the next video, I suppose, but thanks very much for watching. Cheers, bye bye. It's already next weekend. Well, today's the day. Cement mix is here. We're just getting it put in now. Have to move it all by hand as well, but we'll get it done. Put a little bit in already. We'll crack on now. Almost the very second the truck drove away, started raining. I don't believe this. I do not believe it. Well, so far so good. Not so much that side, but you know, it's coming. The rain didn't last long, which was nice. I don't know whether it's level or not, but it's a back garden shed, isn't it? We're not building another Buckingham Palace. What an absolute knob end. Oh. I've got nothing to wipe it with now. Right, there it is, my humble efforts. Basically, I had one of them left over. I'll go around the front and show you now. There's a couple of like marks on it. There's a little bit there that isn't, but that's just where I've lifted the leveling thing up. There's a little bit at the back there, but you can't really see from here. But again, it's the base of a shed in the garden. I'm not really overly concerned. If it needs packing when I put the edging on, when I put the actual structure on, pack it up easy, form fill it. It's wooden shed, innit? Big deal. Yeah, I'll show you what I had left. Basically, that's what was left. I don't think that's bad going. Was this 14 square metres? Pretty decent shot. Don't know what you'd hold in one of them, but I'll put a post in it in case anybody wants a weighted gate post thing for a temporary car boot sale or something like that. And then I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace and people can see it. And I'll say free post for temporary fencing, and then people will say, could you drop it off 40 miles away please? I'd love to have that. So yeah, I'll spend 20 quid on diesel going backwards and forwards giving you something out. Idiot. But there's little bits, look. But I'd levelled it out and then I couldn't get in. And plus, you want a bit of grip. You want a bit of grip on the old floor, don't you? You don't want it to be too smooth. It'd be slipping all over the place. I'm getting on in years. I'm not a young man anymore. Got to keep my balance. But yeah, I might do an artist rendering of the layout of what I want to do, because yeah, I think it'll be a good thing for me and for you to have a look at to see what I need, but it'll be a good thing for me to aim for, to try and hit the targets of what I want. That's it, that's the end of part 2. Concrete's laid, and obviously I was quite happy with it. Effort on my own, really, didn't do too bad. The next part, which will be part 3, is the actual building of the structure to a certain extent. It's not finished, but that's a video in itself. The roof is still yet to go on. That's for another video. And there's the higher side walls are yet to be built, which again is another video. That'll be along with the ceiling and the loft storage. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll be able to catch part 3 pretty soon. Thank you very much.